Camping at Lake Poway. As I normally do, I'm gonna go through some of the general rules, some check-in, check-out procedures. I'm gonna showcase our time there, and then I'll talk about tips if you're planning on going. Off the bat, this is a different website. I'll put it up here where you can book. I'm only seeing one-night bookings, and we booked this because it seems very family-oriented. So for example, tonight, the featured movie is Kung Fu Panda. They're serving free popcorn. It seems like a good way to just get away with the kiddos somewhere nearby. All right, I'm gonna go through these pretty quickly, and I'll leave them here so you can read them as well. So check-in as early as 6 a.m. Gates close at 8, so there's no entry or re-entry after that 8 p.m. So be careful with that if you need to leave. Upon arrival, go to the lookout, bait and tackle shop, let them know you're here. Only one car is permitted per registration, and camping is not permitted in certain areas, and there's a map included. When you check out, everything must be cleaned up by 10 a.m. on the Saturday, and you can remain in the park, you just can't have all your camping crap out, basically. General information, stakes 6 inches or shorter. Every car in the parking lot after sunset must have an overnight permit. You must be registered for the camp out. Quiet hours 11 to 6:30, and 11 is pretty generous. Lake Poway's outgoing gates will be left open throughout the night. Camp staff will be available up until 10 p.m. on Friday, and then there's an overnight staff. Restrooms are open. Fishing is permitted until 11. More information about fishing that you can read. No wood burning. That's a big one. No fire of any kind is allowed near Area 8. Portable propane fire pits are permitted. Coals must be properly disposed. Keep children away from hot grills. I love all the different, like, we have to tell you this because it's probably happened before. Glass not permitted. Dogs must be on leash 6 feet or shorter. And 100 feet away from the water. That is a big one. As a reminder, we cannot have, people peeing or dogs or anything near water sources. That's a big deal. If your dog is creating disturbance, you'll leave. Do not drive or park vehicles in grass areas. Don't stop on fire lanes. Alcohol, right? Be mindful. I think you can drink, just don't be a disturbance. I think there's an area here to smoke based on what I'm seeing, and if there is any emergencies, call 911. I'll also leave the phone number here if you need to reach a park ranger, part of what's included in the welcome email. Okay, tried to go through that pretty quickly because I think it's good for you guys to know, but obviously you want to see more about the camping, and we'll go through that, and I'll come back and give you my important tips and recommendations. Wrapping this up, we're gonna keep it pretty simple here. So one night, that's one of the things here. If it's a lot of work sometimes for one night, so something to consider. Pros, cost, it's about 32, 33 bucks. This is May 2025. For the popcorn and the movie and everything, this is a fantastic thing nearby to do. Very family friendly. As you can see behind me, there's a ton of tents, and that's actually one of the pros too. I thought it was gonna be certain spots. It's really just about anywhere on the grass that you can find, so you can come in a big group. The movie, they have different movies, and then running water, good bathrooms, and the bait shop, right? If you want a snack or something, there's stuff there. This actually has good reviews for coffee as well, which we're about to try. On the cons, man, we parked right here next to the parking lot, and at night, some car next to us for some reason had their lights on for like 30 minutes. Really annoying. Something to be mindful of, but also, try to find something maybe more over there to avoid car lights waking you up right as you're falling asleep. Quiet hours start at 11, and they probably start after that here. Kids are loud, man, and at 5:30 they're already screaming. So along with noise, you have birds that woke us up around 5 a.m. For me, I was able to fall back asleep. My wife, not so much. It looks a little scary right now. So if you're a light sleeper, just know that this might be something you could potentially have a little struggle with. Those are pros, cons. The last tip I'll give you is if you try to find a place that's closer to the lake, you'll have better views, especially in the morning and for sunset. With that, this was a great family activity to do from Friday to Saturday. I'm really glad we did it. Hope you guys enjoyed the camping at Lake Poway guide. I'll see you next week.